Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play Fatal Frame. This is episode 3. Last time we learned a bit more about the strangling ritual, as well as finding out that a bunch of children had gone missing in the same area as the manor, and presumably are now little ghost children like the one that's been helping us. And I believe last time we ended after releasing a seal from taking a photo of ghostly seductress, I think it was. So now we have to try and find that door. Now, I've seen one door that was sealed by a powerful force, but that means we need to backtrack a bit. I believe that was before we went into this whole other area beyond the lock. We also got into some more... I was gonna say more difficult combat encounters last time. I thought he said oops, but he said ropes. I was gonna say, this E.T. looking ass. I mean, he's pretty simple. He just disappears, so there are parts where we can't hit him. He doesn't really look like he has an attack animation, though. He just kind of touched me. In Ultra Death, all things are forgiven. Anyway, like I was saying, we got into some more complicated combat encounters last time, so the ghosts are definitely going to start playing a little rougher now. What type of film do I have loaded at the moment? Maybe the crappy film. We actually do have a lot of this, so I'm just going to switch to the normal film. We haven't gotten any of the, like, super powerful Magnum Type 0 film yet. The kind that you hold on to for boss fights. Okay, where the fuck are we going? We're going up the stairs. I mean, I think it was a double door. Not that one, that was nailed. Might be this one? Or this one. Oh, what does yellow mean? Doesn't look like I can pull up a legend. But I assume yellow is maybe a locked door that we can open now? I think this one was just blocked. Yeah, that one just stuck. I think we've only seen one door that specifically said a powerful force was sealing it. Not gonna fall for the closet this time. Okay, creepy child door, not the one we need. You know, I wish more of the survival horror games had taken on Silent Hill's map scheme of, you know, actually Xing out doors that will never open. Because that's always going to look like a locked door on the map, and I'm always going to think that maybe I need to go back there and open it at some point. Maybe a child ghost is going to let us into their little hideaway. I feel like if I wanted to be a ghost completionist to get all of them, I would be checking all of the rooms we've already been to after every, like, major event. But again, there's not really any reason to do that. I'm not, like, trying to unlock extra costumes or anything. So I think it was this door. It doesn't look locked, and I mean, It is, in fact, a closet. This is the closet with nothing in it. Right? Yeah, where he was like, there's something in the closet! And there was nothing in the closet. God damn it. I keep opening the menu, but there's a button for the fucking... the map. I guess it's gotta be burial room then, right? That might have been where we got the photo in the first place. That is also on the first floor, but we have to go up and around, so I just wasted time going over here. But I don't know, man. Backtracking is pretty normal for these games. And I don't know how, you know... I don't know how, like, crisscrossy, loopy round the path is going to be through the Himuro Manor. That clock seems like it will... She is, in fact, a combat ghost. I didn't realize that. And I think she's headless? Or, like, her head is hanging off by a little scrap. That camera was shoved right into her forehead when I took that one. I mean, she looks like she must have been a shrine maiden, right? Subjected to the rope ritual, the strangling ritual. I should check at my upgrades, because we have 11k points. Still not have enough to buy any of these. Okay, I guess we'll just save then. How much damage did I take? I think enough to use an herbal medicine. Play it a little safe. Because it really doesn't take very many grabs to kill us. It's like 3. I think. I'm not sure if the ghosts actually do different damage or not. Okay, I go back through here. Not through here. Yeah, go through here, then we go down the stairs. Well, I'm glad we did a random lap of the house, and clearly ghosts will still appear in areas that you don't need to immediately go. Burial room is around. God, we ran right past the door, didn't we? It was in the candle room. Yep. I mean, it's either this door or it's the door in the next room, because we're running pretty low on locked doors to open. No more talisman. The force that was holding the door shut is gone. She's locked onto something. What is it, girl? I think that was Tomoe. the fucking, like, Doppler effect from spinning around. She's looking at something, like... down there? Oh, there's an item all the way over there that I can't reach. Alright, well, there's also... another talisman. That doesn't look familiar. But that also looks like something that would be outside. We do appear to be outside. I'm gonna guess it's something about ropes. There are several pieces of paper on the floor, looks like part of a notebook. Another black notebook scrap. September 13th, 3 p.m. Tomoe's condition is growing worse and worse. She can't stop shaking, and she keeps mumbling the same words over and over. I don't know if what's happening is anything supernatural or not, but in any case, I think we'd better leave as soon as possible. Tomoe is in such bad shape she can't even move. I guess I'll have to look for a way out of here myself. Even if we waited for help, I doubt anyone would ever come looking for us. I mean, we still haven't actually seen any ghostly apparitions of him yet. We've seen our brother, we've seen Tomoe, and we've seen Agata, but not Mr... I can't remember his name. Starts with a T. Okay, this one wants us to go back to the doll room. We can actually check what his name is if we go to correlation. Takamine. We haven't seen Takamine anywhere, but I am currently assuming that the black notebooks are his. I kind of like the idea, though, that all of them were just, like, walking around with a notebook, dropping pages. Something on the ground. Another spirit stone. Audio tape. Nope, don't want to go up there yet. Because I saw something over here. I'm kind of, like, standing in it. Yep, that looked like a woman in pain, all right. real goofy eyes from what I saw. Okay, this is the family crest again with the 5 points. It's also broken. I wonder if filling out the other one will also open this one. I don't think that is a woman in an atrium. This is not an atrium unless I don't understand what an atrium can include. A stone monument stands here. Maybe it's some kind of tombstone? Also, what is going on with this fence? It is like flush with the hill. I get the feeling something is going to attack us out here. That's bait. Oh, that is unfortunate. Okay. I was kind of expecting the ghost to actually pop out of this. So, the photo led us to this water wheel. We didn't actually do anything to open the door yet.
September 11th, 8:16 p.m. We looked all over the mansion, but we still couldn't find Koji. While true that this mansion is huge, I'm certain we would have found him by now. Could we have already left? He's been saying something about more ropes since we took some photos yesterday. September 12th, 9 a.m. I found Koji. His death was just like the one in the mountain village. His head and limbs were severed. I can't believe what's happening.
Well, that wasn't exactly very revelatory. We already knew he got killed by the strangling. Not really sure what the correlation is between the ropes and the mass of hands. Okay. That was all we had to do to open the door. Of course, we're going to take a look around here, because there's a whole lot of something going on over here on the map. Garden lanterns are lit. The garden lantern in the photo is lit. Okay. I assume this one needs to be lit, and the other ones are already lit. We're gonna need to find some kind of fire. I ain't got no fire, Corbin. I ain't got no fire. We'll find one, though. Okay, another stone mirror. We're not allowed to pick it up because we have too many. It looks like I can't go any further. Alright, maybe the path will open up here if we light the way. Aha, sneaky item. I know I did waste a little bit of film here on all these blue ghosts, but I don't really want to stop and change every time. Especially because we have a decent stockpile of the regular ammo now. Okay, so the water wheel should have opened the door like right here. But we also have to backtrack to the doll room, I think. The burial room. No, I guess this isn't a doll room, is it? It's a candle room. Where do we see those dolls? We didn't see a lot of dolls, though. I was thinking of the one where we have two on a dresser, but that's not quite what we needed. It was a room like this, but with dolls instead of candles. I mean, again, we can very conveniently just pull that up. Yeah, I don't think we've seen this room yet. It looks familiar, but like, you know, obviously Made in Black Water had a whole building like that full of dolls. I don't remember there being any talisman doors in Fatal Frame 2. Woman turning. Oh, well. Found the dolls. God damn it. I'm sorry that I keep skipping those, but it doesn't make sense sometimes why she won't search it, and then she does when I think she won't. Remember the trio of kids we had to fight in Made in Blackwater like 6 times? Let's play. Get away from me, little ankle biter. I see you trying to sneak up on me. Damn it. I actually hit circle there instead of X. Which put away the camera. And you know why I did that? Because of fucking playing Ghost Vibration yesterday. Because, yeah, in that, you have to hit circle to latch onto the ghost, and then you have to hold it to suck the ghost. So, I tried to do that with the camera. Kyrie eleison? A doll with long hair and a white kimono. It's roped off with sacred ropes, worshipped. Worship the doll, but do not cross the doll line. This is the sacred doll zone. There are several pieces of paper on the shelf. They're part of a red notebook. September 12th, 1:45 p.m. My sixth sense is telling me some children are playing here. Is your sixth sense the children going, I can't see them, but they keep calling to me. Are they playing tag? Or hide and seek, maybe? They might be the children in that photo. September 12th, 4:30 p.m. There were human heads in that room. So many of them. They were cut off by the Himuro family master. They were all trying to tell me something. I never should have come here. I should have trusted that sixth sense of mine. But I can't say no to my sensei. That's how the corporate structure works. There's something inside the box on the shelf. Well, if we ever unlock one of those abilities, we'll have plenty of juice to use them. And another one. Is this fabric kind of see-through? Like, is it supposed to be translucent? I can't tell if that's deliberate or not. Anyway, we unlock the other door. I do feel in this episode we're getting a little kind of ping-ponged around by these talisman doors. It's like, okay, we open that one by going over there. And then in there, we open the other one over here. Oh no, it's Falling Woman. This was one of the best ghosts in Fatal Frame 2. Okay, she's not doing it here. In that, she attacks you by just falling from the ceiling over and over again while screaming. This is just a necky woman. Ooh. Hi. Alright, we'll play it safe. Heal up. Let's get into the open here. It's easier to get some distance on her. I really don't know what the difference between a zero shot and a special shot is, or how I keep getting both at the same time. I'm not even sure if a zero shot is a fatal frame, or if that is a different thing. I'm not sure if fatal frame was something they started using for that later. Man turning this time. The floor at the foot of the staircase has fallen through. Alright, a lighter. J. Takamine, engraved on the back. And a notebook scrap. That woman, Tomoe, called Kyrie, looks just like the descriptions of the rope shrine maiden in the legends. I forgot about his cadence in the last note. And there's a strong resemblance, too, between the way Tomoe and Agata died and the manner of the deaths in the folklore. So that woman is the rope shrine maiden, is she? I like the weird spacing as well on the names for the ghosts sometimes. Another nailed shut door. I'm really thinking like maybe we'll get a hammer and we can just tear our way through this manor at the end. The mirror is breaking. Smash. A broken mirror. People on the floor. All over the mansion. So many people. All those people. What are they running from? They're not. They're running too. And then at the end, with such desperate looks on their faces, something's coming this way. From deep within the mansion. A coldness. It's colder than anything I've ever felt. I don't know anymore if this is a dream or real. Clearly that was close to her rope-related death. Alright, we got the lighter, so we can backtrack and turn on the garden lantern. What's going on in here? What is this room? Herbal medicine. Probably used just to be certain. Thankfully, this is not one of the survival horror games that will penalize you for healing too many times by giving you a bad ending. Girl, you are going to fall in that water because you're standing on a very wide beam that looks like it's going to snap in the middle. She really just stood there and jump scared us. She's like, yeah, I'll wait till you get back up to actually start the fight. Okay, she meanders. Oh, we could really use one of those power-ups for these kind of patterns. She meanders left and right, and then she lunges. Alright, I'm gonna have to probably stop trying to be fancy and just actually do some damage instead of always trying to go for the fatal frame. Something on the ground. A red tape with very little of it used. I mean, considering how short the other messages were, I think that would apply to all of them.
Since we met that girl, I've seen many strange visions. All the ghosts in the mansion howl and scream at me. I don't think they'll ever let me out of this mansion. I don't even know how long I can hold on to my sanity. Anyway, I'm leaving this tape. If ever someone listens to this, please tell me what has happened to me. But still, I hope it's just a dream.
What? Someone listen to this and tell me what happened to me while I'm dead. A little girl in a white kimono keeps pleading to me. I can't keep my mind focused, but her voice rings in my head and won't leave. But what does she want me to do for her? I can't even get out of this mansion anymore. Broken. 5 pieces. The mirror. Tell Mr. Takamine the way to break the curse. Well, first you have to tell me, ma'am. Okay. The Chosen, Maiden, and Purifies. That's another 4-digit combination. I don't think... Oh, I guess we do. No, that's the 3669, right? Yeah, 3669. Nice. Okay. 6 has a little 3 with a line under it on the left. And 9 has 2 very distinct separate characters. I think this was 3. That looks the closest to what I just described with the, the little side thing. They definitely look different than they do in the notebook, though, and that might be because of the HD texture pack. 3, 6, 6, and then this one. We got it the first time. I'm getting better at deciphering those numbers versus, you know, the note versus the actual object.
How can I curse of the rope?
Just say this looks like an arena. Got another save point though. Sadako, is that you? It looks like an old well. There's a lid on it, and I can't see inside. Blue tape.
I must hurry. I'm beginning to show rope marks.
Now we're getting a photo of people turning. Look, there are only so many English adjectives we have available to us. You're not going to call one of them man rotating. We're going to have to fight Tomoe?
What?
I mean, I guess we had to fight Ogata, so... Makes sense we have to fight Tomoe as well. Okay, did not realize that R1 takes photos. I mean, they are definitely tougher fights than anything we had in Maiden of Black Water. We had, like, what, 1 or 2 fights that I struggled with in that whole game? Yeah, she drifts. She disappears, and then she, like, lunges really fast. I feel like I got her that time. I mean, the charge speed definitely seems important because of how often they become intangible like this. I actually wish this had the, okay, that was my fault. I hit circle again. But we didn't take damage that time. I wish we had the turn faster modifier button that we had in Coast Vibration. Because, like, when she teleports behind me like that, I really just have to... fucking... I mean, we do have a quick turn, I guess. That I don't remember how to use. Ooh, she's got a full health bar. I think she's the first ghost we've seen that has that much health. I probably should have saved. Okay, let me see if I... How do I quick turn? Square does actually make you turn faster, so we do have a modifier button. Sorry that I'm fucking around, but I just figured that out. It's okay, we have a revive if things go really bad, but we are burning all of my healing items trying to figure this boss out. Also, while we're at it... I don't know what button it is to use that, though. L1. Okay. Also, I don't know, like, when it will actually affect her. I fucking hit circle again. That ghost vibration actually fucked me up. It's similar enough that my brain is like, yeah, that's the button you press after a ghost is coming at you. Okay, well... I actually hit her with slow that time, but too late. Alright. No more fucking around. We're just gonna kill her with chip damage. Or at least weaken her, because she's fucking me up pretty quick. Okay, here she comes. That was pretty painful. But at least I learned how to rotate faster. I did not figure out how to quick turn, though. I knew how to do it. We did it at the beginning. Nope, wasted that. Wasted that. Wasted that. I'm pressing, like, all the different buttons. There was a button to quickly turn. I thought it was double tap square, but that just is the turn faster button. It's triangle. I don't know why. Triangle I wouldn't have tried. Okay, well, we burned a bunch of resources there and took a lot of damage, but we did defeat the ghost without having to waste our resurrection. We'll go a little bit further. I assume that we are going to run into a dead end somewhere here because, that lighter we still haven't actually used to open up the other pathway. Nope. That back there. Okay, can't pick that up because we already have a resurrection. And they don't want us to just stockpile them, I guess. Okay, another black notebook scrap. September 14th, 8 p.m. In the materials Tomoe gathered for me, there's a paragraph about 5 pieces of mirror passed down through the Himuro family for generations. These pieces were said to seal off the Hell Gate and protect the region from a great disaster. They might have something to do with the current hellish situation. Ha ha, see what I did there. 5 holy mirrors in shrines around the area all broke in a small earthquake the other day. When I heard about it, it gave me the idea for this next work of mine. I think I brought a news article about it with me when I came here. It says there were only 5 holy mirrors in existence. But according to some legends, there is another, the true holy mirror. The folklorist also mentions this in his research documents, the ones I found here in the mansion. I think I dropped the research documents somewhere when I was trying to escape that cursed woman. Here are my theories. I think that the 5 mirrors that were destroyed in the earthquake the other day had the role of watching over the true holy mirror. I don't think it was the earthquake that broke the 5 holy mirrors in the shrines. I think it was a signal that the seal on the Hell Gate that the Himuro True Holy Mirror provides had broken for some reason. The 5 mirrors were trying to warn us. I mean, we're pretty much just wandering off into the grounds at this point. That's a sound. That looks like the woman in the white kimono. Hold on, I'm picking up static. I did it again. Even when I'm not in combat, I'm still fucking pressing circle. Warped man. Okay, we actually burned a lot of film in that one as well.
Just one more. Just one more Buddha statue. And the holy mirror will be.
Okay, that is the lantern that we didn't light yet. God damn it. I need film, I don't need all these resurrection items. Okay, we're back up to 30. Is there a reason I can't go this way? Is there an evil barrier here preventing me from walking slightly forward? Nope, we can't go either way. Only 4 stones in the 5 holes. Alright, and now we backtrack. Now that we came out to the Himuro personal shrine. So I think what we'll do is we'll go back to the save point in the burial room. And that way, you know, we're right next to where we need to go next time, and I will actually remember. So it's easier to remember when we have a key item or a photo than if we've just broken a seal. Are you just ahead? I wish the ghosts that we fight actually had names as well. You know, silly little descriptors. There is blood in the water. Just coming from above. We are getting a little bit of framiness here, but I kind of know why it's happening. Or rather, I know that there is a problem that is causing that. Right now on my computer that I have not figured out the source of. But basically, after a while of being on, some kind of process that I haven't been able to track down by, looking at the resources used and everything, causes me to get frame drops in games. Specifically noticeable in emulators and Silksong. Because the audio also drops out a little bit. But I haven't figured out what it is yet, and I'm still trying to narrow it down. The only way to get rid of it is to restart my computer. Whatever it is, just keeps going until I restart. Okay, where is... Okay, that one's actually not that much closer. Well, I guess it is, because this is where we need to go, is the atrium, right? So yeah, it's a good time to save here. I at least managed to get a episode of Fear and Fatal Frame done before having to restart my computer after this. And it doesn't really noticeably affect anything else on my computer. Virus scans come up with nothing, no hard drives are in use, no network resources are in use. It just... something. I'm going to blame Windows, because it's usually Windows when something like this happens. I went through the wrong door, didn't I? Yep. Perhaps Windows is mad that I disabled their stupid fucking upgrade to Windows 11 campaign manager thing that takes over your whole screen for a second. Much like with Windows 10, I am not going to upgrade to Windows 11 until there is an actual hardware reason preventing me from getting the most out of my hardware if I don't. Well, we have kind of a goal now to find this true holy mirror, which presumably can close the Hellgate. Aside from being taken by the kimono women, we really have no indication of what happened to our brother yet. But, well, again, we did play Fatal Frame 5, where I initially thought it had no connection to the rest of the series in terms of plot, and then our protagonist here showed up as a wayward mother, so we kind of know what happened to her brother there. Oh, and now we have gotten the other symptom that makes me think it is a Windows thing. When this is happening, my controller will stop responding for a while, as it does when Windows updating, and then I have to unplug it and plug it back in for it to actually pop up. So it's a good thing it happened right after I saved, because I don't actually need it for anything right now. But that'll do it for another episode of Fatal Frame. Plugged it back in. Yeah, we're definitely kind of getting more of an idea of what we need to do here. We haven't found the Hellgate, or any real indication of where in the manor it is. Presumably there was some kind of ancient underground area, if I had to guess, where the ritual took place. But we're kind of just coming to the end of, Takamine's assistance now, and I guess Takamine as well. He's going to die shortly. Well, I mean, he's presumably already dead, but he's going to die on screen shortly so that we see him get ropified. I think it's a little too late to tell him whatever it is she wanted us to tell him about the ropes. But thank you for joining me. I've been Shadefyre, and I will see you next time with some more Fatal Frame. Until then, you all take care.